All right, Tim, it's football time in America, and I am terrible at fantasy football. Is there anything that you could show me that you're showing here on the floor at Splunk.conf that might be able to help?
Corey, we are here to help. So what we've done here is we've partnered with SportRadar, who is the official data provider for the NFL. We've taken all the data from their last 3 seasons, plugged it into Splunk Cloud, and then using Splunk AI and Splunk Machine Learning, we've been able to build out a model that we've called the Splunk AI Prediction Engine. That engine can then create what it sees as an ideal fantasy football lineup on a weekly basis. So using a format of a budget on a week of $50,000, and then divvying that up between players, this engine will then create its lineup where we're having people that come into conf create their own lineup that can then compete with what Splunk has. So if they do win and they are able to beat the engine, they get a Splunk t-shirt. They come in first or second. We've got some Matthew Berry signed footballs, who is the godfather of all fantasy football.
That's right.
And this dashboard here, one of the cool things it has is it's got the predictive scores on it. Okay. And then whenever somebody enters their lineup, they can tell between everybody that's been to our kiosk that what percentage of people have picked the same players as they have. So you can see Christian McCaffrey here is 25% of the people that came up. Yep. I'd say everybody wants him, but he is tough to afford.
That's exactly right. So I love art of the possible, but what's the inspiration behind this? What does it really teach our customers about Splunk?
So AI, big thing going on right now. Large language models are huge, but what we've used to build this is random forest and clustered data. Okay. So large language models, not everything. Splunk machine learning, more practical. Yep. Something that you can use, and this is just to showcase what's possible. Plenty of customers have come up here, come through and said, oh, now I know what I can use on my own instance.
Fantastic. Well, that's art of the possible, but I want to get into the technical details of how this was all built. So I'm going to go over here and talk to Yang to hear a little bit more about how he built it.
Enjoy.
All right, Yang, I just talked with Tim about this fantasy prediction engine, but I hear you're the guy to tell us a little bit more about the actual technology that underpinned it. So talk to me about the Splunk AI toolkit and what you built here.
Absolutely. So the Splunk AI toolkit is an out-of-the-box toolkit where we pulled in a ton of the most common and useful machine learning algorithms for customers to deploy out of the box on their data. And what we did here was we pulled in a ton of data from, as you might have heard, SportRadar, and a lot of other data sources. And because Splunk is such a powerful data platform, we're able to combine all those different perspectives with the AI toolkit, run them through the models, and create a very powerful prediction.
Excellent. Now, I love art of the possible, and I love these fun activations, but at the end of the day, this has to matter to business.
Right.
How does this apply, and how are you seeing customers adopt that Splunk AI toolkit for resilience outcomes?
Oh, we see customers adopting this already. We have customers using this to predict bank fraud and prevent it before it happens. We have customers using this to predict when machines are going to fail up to weeks in advance, so they can get ahead of their issues and not halt their production line. This is a powerful tool for customers, and fantasy football is a chaotic system. So it's almost the idea of if we can predict something so chaotic, well, we know we can predict something, our security and observability environments. We just wanted to test its limits and see how we can do in fantasy football.
Well, I love it. I love, again, the idea of fantasy football as a perfect anomaly or a perfect analog for what customer challenges are. And hopefully this inspires more of our great Splunk customers to actually dig in, download the product, and get their hands on for some fun use cases. Thanks,
Absolutely. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep.